Do the Jets have one more move in their bag? An insider might believe so. Let's roll.
Zoinks! It is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans.
Field Yates, baby. Field Gosh darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show. Come on, people. Connor Rogers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor Gosh darn Sycamore, baby, for me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever been.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Hey, what's poppin', everybody? Paul Leston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast, baby. And I'll give you a little tip of the cap, Jackson. Kristaps Porzingis, thanks, Knicks. Oh, yeah, he's pretty good. Thank you very much. But anywho, let's get right into it. We've got a full article in the YouTube description down below, as well as the Boy Green shop. Feel free to check that out. There's a lot of good stuff in there. But the latest happenings is about a proposed trade. Albert Breer appeared on the Rich Eisen show, one of my favorite shows. I watch that show all the time, and he was talking about a potential trade between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I'm hoping all of us and all the people that are watching right now, we can, whether live or after the fact, you can debate and jump into the comment section whether you'd be for this deal or against it. The trade is this, according to Albert Breer, his suggestion. We'll play the video clip from the Rich Eisen show here shortly. But the trade was this. The New York Jets give up a 2025 first-round pick for Deebo Samuel? All right, let's roll the footage. Here's Albert Breer on the Rich Eisen show.
Brandon Ayuk is going to benefit from having waited. And if they can get something done, great. Then I think they get some phone calls on Deebo. And if the phone calls come in on Deebo, there's something they really love out there, fine. If not, they wait a year and trade him after the year. I don't think both those guys are going to be on the team long term. But I do think that their futures with the Niners are relative to one another, and really kind of center on the way the Ayuk contract negotiation goes. But I do think that, like, if it were up to Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, ideally I think they'd like to have Ayuk on their roster long term, and if that means trading Deebo, then I think that they'd be okay with that.
Even in the season, right? I mean, unless Deebo makes it
I don't know about
uncomfortable, like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, go for it this year. Like, this is why would you break up?
It's
any of your top
I think it depends on what
like
you can
that.
get for him, though.
If you can
right?
figure it into the cap, really? I mean,
I think it does depend on what you can get for him, though. Like, if somebody's offering a first-round pick for him, now you're talking about something a little bit different, right? Like, if the Jets were to offer a first-round pick for Deebo, who obviously knows Robert Saleh, would you? And that is the Jets going all in on it, like. If you're the Niners, you look at it and say, okay, like, well, we've got Ricky Pearsall here. We have Juwan Jennings coming back. He's signed.
He was terrific. He could have been the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Right. And who has a chance to be a good player. And I think that was a savvy move by the Niners to hold on to him.
Right.
And now you have Ayuk as a true number one. And, oh, by the way, you got to factor George Kittle in this equation. I know he's gotten older, but he's still a really good player. And Travis Kelce has shown us how tight ends can last. I think that there is a scenario where somebody could pry Deebo Samuel from the Niners. Again, that's just my opinion.
Sure.
But if somebody comes along and offers a first-round pick and you're the Niners, right? And again, you're dealing with this perpetual bottleneck of contracts that's only going to get worse after Brock Purdy gets paid. And you're getting offered a first-round pick. Part of the equation has to be that means we can get a really good player on our roster at cost control, for 4 or 5 years. And that'll help us manage the numbers at the top of our cap sheet. So I think it's a complex situation that I think could go a number of different ways. And certainly if I'm a team like the Jets and I see Brandon Ayuk has been re-signed to a contract at whatever $30 million per year, I'm probably picking up the phone and calling John Lynch.
Okay. All right. We're back again, I believe. All right. So, let me make sure I have everything going on here. Here we go. All right. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Again, dropping in and out. Maybe it's the gods not liking what's going on here. Anywho, yeah, I was still talking and didn't realize I wasn't connected. That was weird. Okay. Let me make sure I get all the settings here. Okay, great. Yeah, we're back, baby. We're back. Okay, good. But anywho, here's kind of my take on the whole thing. Again, there's a full article in the YouTube description down below on this proposed trade, which again, Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated was appearing on the Rich Eisen show, and he said that a Jets all-in move. The part of the clip you guys missed because the power went out in my house is that at the end of the clip he's like, "That's an all-in move. If the 49ers pay Ayuk and I'm the Jets, this is Albert Breer speaking. He's like, I would call John Lynch, who's the general manager of the 49ers. There's connective tissue, Salah, them, and everything else. So it's interesting. To me personally, I don't think I'd be willing to give up a first-round pick for Deebo Samuel. Now, I'm going to be honest. I've heard this narrative all the time before about people saying, you don't want the same type of receiver on the team. Like, for instance, I've heard people say in the past, like, boy, that guy's too close to Garrett Wilson. And my response has always been, too close to Garrett Wilson? Garrett Wilson's friggin' awesome. Why wouldn't you want two Garrett Wilsons? That would be spectacular. But finally, in this Deebo Samuel conversation, I finally think I get it when people say that. Because Malachi Corley is essentially Deebo Samuel. Now, he's obviously not anywhere near as proven or anything of that nature, obviously. But I'd much rather the touches go to him. Like, if I was going to go get a wide receiver, I'd want someone who's more wide receiver and maybe even younger. Deebo's 28. Brandon Ayuk is 26. Now, the problem with Ayuk and trading for him is you immediately have to give him the bag. He's holding out a mandatory minicamp right now because he doesn't have his contract. So me personally, if I'm going after a receiver, I'm going after, and I'm sure NY Jets FL, when I open up the phone lines, if my house doesn't collapse, will suggest CeeDee Lamb. And sexier receivers, sure, yeah, those are guys I'd be willing to give the bag to. Apparently, the Jets called the Vikings about Justin Jefferson, which was a thing from the Adam Schefter podcast. So the Jets were looking to make a splash. They were looking to make a move. So they may still be open to making one of those moves, certainly at the wide receiver position. But me personally, Deebo's really good. He's really friggin' good. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. He's got over 1,000 yards rushing in his career. He has over 4,000 yards receiving. He's a unique weapon. But if I'm the Jets, I'm rathering those kinds of touches going to Malachi and letting him learn and going through it. And if I'm going to trade and make a splash, I'm doing it for a younger wide receiver who is a really, really good wide receiver. I'm not just giving away my first-round pick. I'm just not giving away my first-round pick. That's just not happening. It's got to be the right package. And quite frankly, this proposed deal, Jared BS, how many years has Ayuk been in the league? This is his fifth year because he's in the final year of his contract. It's the fifth-year option because he was a first-round pick. So he has been in the league for 4 years. He's entering his fifth season. So Ayuk's got some numbers. He's got some really interesting stuff. If the 49ers are willing to trade him, again, 26, coming off a really good year, had the playoff run and some spectacular moments. There's a lot to like there. Deebo, like I said, older, doesn't stay in the field a lot. He's a souped up version of Malachi Corley. I'd rather that go to Corley. Like, I'd want a pure wide receiver that you don't, because here's the other thing. I mean, if we can be honest, Deebo Samuel is someone you have to orchestrate touches for. Like, you got to be very creative. How creative is Nathaniel Hackett? You know what I mean? So, like, if you have a pure wide receiver, it's easier on the OC because you don't have to create a kerfluffle. You just kind of run out there and figure it out, right? Like, a really good wide receiver is just going to run all the routes. You don't have to really reinvent the wheel, so to speak. So, from that perspective, I'd rather a pure wide receiver. So Albert Breer threw this out. It's interesting. It's a good conversation piece on June 7th to discuss. As I heard it on the Rich Eisen show, it made me kind of think and pontificate and pros and cons. Ultimately, I don't think I'm on the Deebo Samuel train. We were a couple years ago, before the Garrett Wilson. Ooh, are we going to do this? We're going to do this. The 49ers wanted the 10th overall pick. The Jets say, nah, we're just going to take Garrett. And it worked out. Now, it worked out. But it doesn't always work out. You could draft a bust. You could draft, who's the Jalen Reagor, right? You could have drafted him at 10, and then you look like an idiot. You didn't trade for Debo when you had the 10th overall pick and ended up with Jalen Reagor. It worked out for the Jets because they took Garrett Wilson. He was friggin' awesome. And then you have him on his rookie control, and it works out better. But it's not guarantee in the draft. It's a crapshoot in a lot of different ways, which could put you in some pretty tough and compromising positions. But there are some spicy names that could be out there of guys that are set to get paid from which, again, I don't think some of these guys are going to be moved, obviously. Like, for instance, I heard I just saw Jamar Chase in there and stuff like that. He ain't getting moved. Get moved to the AFC, even if he was. But CeeDee Lamb may be the one, maybe, if the Cowboys are being froggy. They haven't paid him for whatever reason, haven't paid Dak, haven't paid Micah Parsons, you can't pay everybody, which could be part of that conversation. All right, I'll open the phone lines here. If our house can support this without the power going out, we can only hope. But I'll put the video call-in link in, and you guys share your thoughts. Do you want Debo? Do you want Ayuk? Do you want somebody else? Do you want no one, Paul, and you'd rather us not talk about these trade rumors? I am open to all opinions here on the program. I'm an equal opportunist. So there it is. It is in the comment section. It is now the pinned message. If you'd like to join the show, feel free to do so. YouTube.com/BoyGreen25. Pin comment. As long as you're in a relatively quiet place, and I can see on the green screen here, or green room rather, we'll bring you up. Talk about it. So again, the proposed deal from Albert Breer on the Rich Eisen show was Debo Samuel, 2025 first for the Jets. Again, I'm leaning towards no. Like, if it was less acquisition cost, maybe. But the no is the 49ers can't pay everybody. They got to pay Brock Purdy next year. They got to pay Ayuk. There's a lot of guys they got to pay. And I feel like we'd be giving the 49ers a get-out-of-jail-free card. Again, Debo's talented. But we'd be giving them a get-out-of-jail-free card where they suddenly don't have to pay Debo anymore. They get a first-round pick, which is a young, controllable cost for the foreseeable future. And I don't know, man. I'd just rather those assets be used somewhere else. Or in the doomsday scenario, you have it as a backup option for a long-term quarterback if Jordan Travis ain't that guy, which was a day 3 pick. And if Aaron Rodgers only plays 1 year, you may want that in your back pocket just in case to potentially go get a quarterback or something of that nature. So that would be the other potential option there to consider. All right, let me read some of your comments here. Phil, Ayuk may be 2 second-rounders, not a first. And by the way, I don't think they were offered a first, or he would have been traded this year, I think. You get the comments are coming quick here. Let me make sure. JD Jet said I prefer help at safety or interior offensive line. I'd prefer help at center, personally. That's what I would do if I had the choice. Darren, it's going to be the 32nd pick. Ha ha ha. John Soto says, but we have Lazard. Right. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, Lazard's here, I guess. Paul, have you heard anything about the free agent from Miami? Where's 84? He ran like a 4.2 or something. I don't know who you're talking about, so you'll have to be more specific, Jared B, on that YouTube comment. NC says Dallas can't pay everyone, and neither can the Jets. Yeah, we're gonna have to see some business decisions next year coming for the Jets. That's for sure. Card Cave Central. I'm more of a wait and see guy during the season. Cheaper, easier to know what holes need filling, and plus maybe a Devontae Adams if we're speaking about wide receivers that could become available based on what happens during seasons. And see, let's hope Ayuk holds out to start the season. Sure, yeah. Misses week 1. Fine by me. You know, some people are like, I want the team at their strongest. Like, ideally, sure. Line up at your strongest. But if you're not, I'm not gonna whine about it. Like, suck it, baby. Things happen. You gotta buck up. John Sauer, Cortland Sutton may be available. That could be a reasonable thing that's on a first-round pick, which could be interesting. Jackson Valente says Ayuk is a top 10 wide receiver. 49ers would be dumb to trade him. Yeah, he's 26 years of age. A lot of big boy decisions to make. That's for sure. Alan, this talk makes me think that Mike Williams is going to miss the beginning part of the year. Now, I don't know if that's really true, but I'm just going to be honest. He's coming off a torn ACL. I thought it would be fine because he tore it in September. Like Brees tore his in October, and he was ready for Week 1. So, like a month ahead of schedule, a month ahead of time. Not every ACL is created equal, but I was like, oh, okay, that should work out pretty well for the Jets in terms of his rehab. But not be ready for training camp, and then if you just play in the water, right? And that's what you're supposed to do as a general manager. Hope for the best, expect the worst. What is the best case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is Mike Williams ain't ready immediately. And you're like, oh boy. Wide receiver 2, please step up to the plate. Is it rookie Malachi Corley? Is it Aaron Lazard? You know what I mean? A very, like, you go hefty, trash bag, hefty, and then wimpy. Hefty sounds good on the surface. Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, Malachi Corley. Ooh, yeah, that's fun. All of a sudden, ooh, Mike Williams isn't ready yet. Oh, wait, Corley's a rookie. And he's quote-unquote raw route runner. Oh, boy, this wide receiver core suddenly isn't what it appears. That could be part of the issue there. More on that later. Let's go to the phone lines, which, again, is the pinned comment on YouTube. If you'd like to get involved on the show, feel free to do so. Let's go to our guy, Johnny Boy, here on the show.
What up, bro, Ham? How you holding up, man?
What's popping?
Nothing, man. About to get ready to hop on this flight and get back home, man. So,
okay. Where are you?
Washington, bro.
Okay. Washington, D.C. or like Washington State?
D.C.
Okay. All right. Nice. All right. Good.
Hey, man. So they talking about Debo?
They are. Yeah.
They want to give us Debo?
Yeah. Apparently for a first-round pick, which seems a little pricey.
I mean, Debo, who's been hurt almost every other year right now. Look, I love Debo, man. I think that guy is awesome.
Yeah.
But we got Malachi Corley, dog. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's Debo 2.0 and maybe better.
Ooh, better. Okay, sign me up. Yeah, I have his games here. So he's never really played a full season. Now, there could have been a situation as I look at some of these years where maybe they benched him because they were so awesome. Like I see the 2021 year, he played 16 of the 17 games. But yeah, he missed 2 games last year. What's that? 4 games in 2022 and a game in 2021. Yeah, so every year he's been missing some action. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's I mean, if this was a few years ago type of thing, right? Like maybe, but bro, I'm happy what we have. I mean, it is what it is. Like, again, you and I spoke about it. You got all these players that are getting ready to come out in free agency. I mean, CeeDee Lamb's not even showing up to camp right now. I mean, if anything, that's a guy that I would want to target and everything. You know, he's been so productive. That dude he's a beast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but
he's a freak.
I don't know, man. Bro. I'm just happy, dude. Like the fact
quick
that
question. Jared B asked this. I thought Johnny lived in Virginia. Flying to DC?
I mean, well, when you do what I do,
what do you do?
I work for a financial institute, so I can just say that.
Okay. All right. So, so when you do what you do, you can. Okay. There's a little swag there. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. That's what I thought too. So that's why I almost didn't ask Washington State or Washington D.C. It must obviously be Washington, but I'm like, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I had to lead a few seminars yesterday.
Lead a few seminars. All right. Give us a spiel. Okay. Go. Seminar time. What are you saying?
I mean, if I say it, it'll give out what I do. But
okay, then make up the terms. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Do you guys get tired in the morning? Are you exhausted? Do you need some swag in your day? But look at this. The brand new cups that are coming out from Boy Green. If you don't have it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, bro. It's still early.
That's true. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Boy Green cup's very nice.
It keeps everything insulated. It keeps the stuff good. And you know what? Look, I want to look good in the morning when I'm over here having my cup of coffee. I don't know what you fools are doing, but anyways.
Well, I will tell you guys, the link to the, since Johnny Boy brought it up, the link to the Boy Green shop is below. Coffee mugs, camping mugs, T-shirts, sweaters. Oh, boy, it's all in there. So check it out. Yeah, Johnny Boy does infomercials. You're damn straight. He's just been hired to do a Boy Green infomercial. So I'm looking forward to that production. Beautiful.
It just popped in my head. I was like, man,
I like that.
Let me show some love to Boy Green real quick.
There you go.
Man, you need to get in the cups. Some cups are fire, dude. I love the the camp style type of mug that you got up there.
Okay.
And then with the beard and everything,
That's right.
messing out. But yeah, bro. Anyways, so the whole
Yes.
Jet stuff, man. Look, everybody, it's not happening. I don't think it's happening.
What's that? Like
the whole
any trade or this one in particular?
I don't think any trade is gonna happen,
Okay.
man. I mean, why would we put ourselves in a position that I feel like we will lose out? I think we have the players already there. I mean, if they're talking about this kind of trades and this is what's going on, then to me, I'm like, damn, is Mike Williams really not going to be starting in the year? Are they that concerned? You know, but again, I mean, you saw him at the Liberty game. You know, he's out and about doing stuff. So again, I'm not worried, man. And
okay, good.
I'm excited. Bro, God, it needs to hurry up, man. Like, I wish tomorrow was the start of the season, but
Me too, man.
But yeah, man. Hey, what you doing today at 6, bro? 6 p.m.
What's today?
Friday.
Oh yeah, I'll be doing Syracuse Mets baseball.
All right. Well, yo, you need to come in.
Oh yeah, your guys' show. What episode is this?
Numero uno.
Oh my goodness, this is
El
the season
primero.
debut. Okay, I will try to see. I'll double check what time that game starts tonight. Maybe I could pop in for a little bit. I'll be live from the radio show. I won't have my gear with me, but I will attempt to do that. So 6 o'clock. Okay, I'll put that in my head.
Just, show some love later on and come and check it out, bro.
Will
But
do.
hey, watching that damn game last night with your team, it's like
thanks for KP, Kristaps Porzingis. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he'll be good for the first 2 games, and then he'll have his leg will be sore or something like that. Like, oh, I got a blister on my foot, so I can't do nothing now.
That was so funny. The game was fun last night. It got a little eerie there in the third quarter. All of a sudden, Luka hits his big 3 at 6 points. I'm like, oh boy, that disappeared quick, and then just then just smacked him again. Then it was over. It's like nice.
Look, as much as I don't like the Celtics, man, I have you guys in 5. To be honest with you, man.
Ooh, okay, that's what I said on my radio show. There's my official prediction. So we'll see if that's right.
Yeah, it's you guys are good, bro. Like, you guys are good. It sucks for me to say that, but I gotta be honest, man. So.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, man. Hey, try to come on tonight, man. 6 p.m., man. Me and my uncle, we on, bro.
And you said it's on T.O.'s channel, right?
Yep. So it's Theo_uncle_VR.
Okay.
Be there or be squared, or just go get my man's coffee. His coffee mugs are dope, man. His shirts are dope. It's bananas.
That's true.
Oh,
hey, brother, real quick, are you guys going to be on every Friday at 6 o'clock, or just this one happens to be Friday at 6 o'clock?
We're always going to shoot for Friday. So Friday's going to be, so it's that drive time. It's that time where, people are in the car and they're like, you know what? Don't want to listen to some maniacs. Don't listen to an old man and a young guy talk, right? Hey, just, give it a chance, see what it is. And I think it's going to be something that's going to be big. Conversations that we're going to have are conversations that myself and my uncle talk, and we look forward to it, man. It's a good thing. So,
okay, can't wait. Congratulations, man. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I appreciate you, brother, man. Yo, keep doing your thing, man, because I look forward to this every single morning, man. It brings positivity into the world, and you keep doing it, man. So it means a lot to the coffee crew that's out there. You already know.
That's it. I love it. Thanks, Johnny. And you guys have a good one. And I will just say, it's cool that you people, in the comments section, the community of what Boy Green Daily has become, for you guys to kind of name it the Coffee Club, and for us to now have some merch representing of that in the chat is super cool. So thanks, everybody. Whoa, mama. Okay, we've got a YouTube super chat coming in from my boy Ed Vargas, a longtime member of the Boy Green Super Fan Club, which, by the way, on the left side of your screen, feel free to join the for a small fee every month. Let's go to Ed here. Excuse me. Wow, what a monster super chat. Hey, Paul, congrats. I'm contributing to Little Man's first New York Jets beanie. Wife and I are going to opening game. I can't wait to whip the Pats. You're the best. Well, I'll tell you this, Ed. Okay, and I'll tell all the people that are watching right now, if you are interested, me and Woody are considering going to the Jets-Patriots home opener. So if we do, because some other people have brought it up, that it'd be kind of cool for us all to gather together for either the tailgate experience, which of course we would do, and then maybe even the game tickets as well. But at a minimum, the tailgate experience. So we're looking at all the particulars. So Ed, it'd be awesome to meet you and all the other crazy Boy Green Daily people in here and to have a good time. And Boy Green meets Woody. So coffee club, we're working on the details. Okay, it seems like we have a lot of people interested. I see Kevin, Chef, Harvey. Okay, there's a bunch of people. It looks like it's going to be there. So I will do at some point, either here on the show or YouTube community. I'll find some way, everybody, to make that happen and make that a thing so I could kind of get a head count to see how interested you guys would be. But yeah, me and Woody talked yesterday about a bunch of games you could possibly go to and do something with the home games. And we looked at Jets Patriots, of course, week 3 home opener. We looked at the next week, which is the Broncos. It's kind of like, whatever. I don't know. It's a 1:00 game, but the storylines are kind of juicy. Or the Monday Night Football game, Buffalo. I think that's October 14th, the home game against Buffalo. So those are the 3 we're looking at, but I'm leaning Patriots personally. I'd love to be there for the home opener. Would love to be there for the prime time affair and all that jazz. So Ed and all the people. I see Jackson Valente. Wow. There's a lot of people that look like they're going to be there for that. So fingers crossed. We'll try to shoot for that one. I see Johnny Boy's back here on the line. What's up, Johnny?
Bro, you got to go to the home opener, dog.
Okay.
There's like 45 of us.
Wow.
Only like all guys that come onto your show. Myself, VR, Snowball, Bonesy, Hawk, Lee Van.
Where do you guys go to a normal tailgate? Is there a normal lot you guys have, or do you guys kind of just disperse?
Yeah, so we're gonna start with Nick, right? Nick Shine.
Nick. Yeah, of course.
Right. So also you're gonna be on a show coming up, right? I think.
That's right. Yeah. I was supposed to be on the week of the gender reveal, but I passed out my daughter at like 7, so I missed it. But it is supposed to be coming up in a couple weeks. It had a couple of guests already booked, so I'm waiting my turn to come back around the loop. But yes, that's true.
He's doing a giant group buy as well, so kind of like to have a whole bunch of people sit together.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He does a huge tailgating, and then right next to is the L5 with Jake and all of them as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing that too, man. So dope. So, bro, it'll be dope if you to come through, man. Like,
okay,
I'll be there for sure.
All right. I will. You'll have to hit me up on some side social media with all those juicy deets, so we could start looking ahead and planning for that. That'd be awesome, man.
Are you gonna if you do come, would you be driving in? You probably would need like a telly and whatnot.
I'd probably be driving in, I would imagine, because I'm about 5-ish hours out from where I am in New York. It's like a 5-ish hour drive. I don't know how early I get there or how many days I'm there. Is my family coming or anything like that? But yeah, it'd be a drive out. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll send you the info, man, and I'll get you the information on all that. I got the hookup on some rooms and on the Hilton that's like literally not even a mile away from there.
Okay, hooking me up. All right, Johnny. Okay.
Hey, I'm trying to get as many people to go, man. It'd be awesome to meet everybody. Again, this Jets community is such a family, bro. We truly, truly support each other, and it'll be awesome to meet you and everything, man. So we're gonna be out there throwing footballs. I mean,
oh yeah. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Not kicked us. I'm too old, bro. But it'll be a good time, man. Plus, I'm be with my daughter and whatnot. Hey, hopefully, a Pop's come in. If Papa is,
oh yeah, that'd be cool. I've been talking to him about that. If there was a game he could get to, and he said his schedule's changing, so he said he'll let me know. But that'd be awesome too. Yeah.
So him and my Pops, holy crap, bro! Imagine that. Be a trip, man. Talking some war stories out there.
That's right. So fingers crossed, man. I hope so. But yeah, send me the details, and we'll try to make it all happen.
I got you, bro.
All right. Perfect. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate you. And thank you, Ed, for that. So hopefully I get to meet you, Ed, and everybody else. I see Harvey. Jake got me the tickets. I saw the video, Harvey. Congratulations. That was awesome. Moving. So cool. I love the Jets community. And you've never been to a Jets game before, I see. And that's going to be awesome. So, so cool, Harvey. And hopefully, like I said, I see you, Jake, and all the guys. So, like I said, we're working on behind the scenes. Nothing's official yet. There's a lot of particulars I got to figure out. My wife's pregnant and everything else. So, yeah, and she will be a lot closer in whatever that is, September-ish. So, TBD. But we'll look at all that. But, yeah, we'll definitely get a head count to see how many people from this group would be interested. Seems like we already have a lot that would be interested. So, yeah, baby, let's do it. And come on, what better way Jets home game, Aaron Rodgers getting to kick the Patriots' ass. It would be terrific. Absolutely spectacular. And I'd be kind of curious to see, like I said, how all that plays out. That would be wonderful. That would be an awesome game to go to. There's nothing wrong with Jets Bills. That one would be fun too. But the Thursday night home opener, scintillating. That could very well be. And then just kind of rounding out this conversation, because we kind of had the weird start with the power outage and everything. I would just say this. I'm all for the Jets making another splash move because it's all in right now. But it has to be, you can't be reckless. You got to be aggressive without being reckless. Be ruthless, but not reckless. And what we need for the New York Jets is to kind of see how things play out. Again, right now, Debo, that's too pricey. Brandon Ayuk, okay, let's talk. CeeDee Lamb, yeah, let's talk. But I'm not sure if the Cowboys would be willing to do that. They're in their all-in season, and then what does it mean, for a guy like Ayuk? Would they be willing to do it with the money and the age and they're trying to win too? So there's a lot of complicating factors, but maybe the most realistic could be Devontae Adams mid-season. Raiders suck. Jets are great. Jets make an offer. Bing, boom, bam. They get him in. That could be a lot of fun. But we'll see how all that plays out. Guys, let us know in the comment section. Would you accept the Debo trade? Would you reject it? Again, the Albert Breer SI package was Debo Samuel in exchange for a 2025 first from the Jets. Would you do it? Yay or nay? If not, is there another receiver you'd go for, or would you just call the line where it is? I'm very curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that, and I will dive into the YouTube section and answer a bunch of your comments. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure the 400 people that are live or the people watching after the fact, like the video, hit subscribe. We'll keep you guys posted on the home opener. If I'm joining all you crazy bastards there, that would be a lot of fun. So maybe we can speak that into existence. We can only hope. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back on tomorrow with, I believe my father's on tomorrow. He could be on Sunday. Either way, one way or the other, he will be on, and we will see you guys over the weekend. Enjoy and peace.